there's no excuse. That's just a bit of a reason.
We did just see tonight Coach Jordan Dowdy. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, Bellator veteran. He's in Clark Stith's corner. Looks like he's going to be up next. We've got Clark Stith versus Fabion Johnson. Lance DeClue, can you tell us about the matchup? Clark, obviously, super exciting. Tell us what's going to happen.
We got two guys that have trouble finding opponents. You have a 6-0 and a 4-0. We talk about Clark a lot. He's kind of the boogeyman in our area. Fabion's kind of the same way in his area. So it's just one of those classics. Somebody's always got to go, and they both want to be pros, and they're trying to fight each other because they feel each other are the best.
Makes sense. Adam Sella, what are you telling Stith if you're Jordan Dowdy and you've been trying to get him ready and maintain but not use too much energy?
So here's the thing: is I know Jordan did a thorough warm up with Clark. They warm up a little bit different than most people. About Clark is when you see him, he's kind of like I don't want to say like a nerdy guy, but he's real quiet, he's real calm, got glasses. But then he does go to this little special zone when it's fight time. And he is a scary individual. Like Clark,
he locks in.
Clark is by many people has been said is like one of the fastest up and coming amateurs you have, and it just shows because you can't find him a fight. Now the thing that's crazy is I never said no to a fight. Now that was let's just say 16 years ago.
Right.
But things are just crazy now.
Well, you do. You have more access to the sport. You have more people seeing the way that it works at the very top, and sometimes that can bleed into britches getting a little big or cart before the horse in certain situations. Like you don't need to worry about this matchup when you're brand new.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the NFA 20 featured bout of the evening. Scheduled for three 3-minute rounds for the MFA Amateur Welterweight Championship. Now making his way to the cage, Fabion Johnson.
Announcements happening right now. Again,
Fabion Johnson just got introduced. He'll be walking down, make his entrance. I don't know what kind of mental game this all just plays on everybody because it is kind of a little bit of a mind game, right?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, these guys are coming out. They look ready. So yeah. I mean, all we can do is we just got to assume that everybody's ready to rock and roll. So this will be a lot of fun.
I think so.
Fabion does have a lot of ring experience. 4 of his 6 fights have gone to decision. So, I mean, he should be prepared for almost anything. We know Clark is. We've seen a lot of Clarks as our local guy. So, yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, walkouts happening right now. If you're tuning in, Chris Denman, Adam Sella, Lance DeClue on the call. It's NFA Fights out in Chesterfield, Missouri at the Factory. It's NFA 20, the 20th event, the numbered event. But we had a rain delay, weather delay, whatever you want to call it. We said, screw it. We're going to do the rest live and knock it out. And the fighters have agreed, and we're making it happen.
So where is Johnson from?
He's out of Alabama. So he's from Alabama. That's probably hence the music.
And now his opponent making his way to NFA cage, the champion, Clark Stith.
Yeah, now here comes Clark. Clark is the local kid that's hard to find fights for. He's good everywhere, and he's very talented. He's very raw, right? I shouldn't say raw. That's the wrong thing to say because
I think it's safe because the ceiling's high.
He trains every day. He's very dedicated. He's solid. Coming out of Wolves Den, you got Jordan Dowdy over there. You got Sean Woodson, and then Mop over there, who's the leader of the group. It's a solid group right now. I think Wolves Den might be, top gym in the area as far as fighters is producing. I mean, what do you say about the results? Right, they speak for themselves. So, but Clark, I know that Jordan has been very high on Clark's on Clark Stith since he probably took one fight.
Yeah, makes sense. We've seen him do kickboxing, MMA, in the NFA cage. I'm excited for tonight, and it feels like the people he has around him are going to continue to take him. Well, he obviously has a ton of talent, but he's got the right people around him, and you can see bigger things in his future.
Yeah, and Clark, I don't think Clark ever wrestled, like legitimately wrestled, but apparently his wrestling is just fantastic, and he's, from what they say, ridiculously strong.
Shout out to Mike Kendall, our in-cage announcer making do. If you can hear him a little bit in the background.
The on-stage announcer.
Mike likes it.
That's right.
He can't sing.
Is this for the 170 title?
Yeah, this is for the welterweight championship here at NFA. That I believe Clark held it for a while, and then I think he had to vacate it, didn't he? No. No. I thought he got it back. I don't know what it was.
And if you didn't hear, Johnson coming in at 5'11", 168. We got, who's this? TJ says Clark's going to kill this guy. We got plenty of people tuned in. Beautiful, crazy wifey's here. So if you're just tuning in, we got Clark Stith versus Fabion Johnson on the fixed makeshift version of NFA 20 as the power is out in St. Louis. But we're working on the backup. So Chris Denman, Adam Sella, Lance Seclue. Here we
Touch
go.
the gloves, guys. So Fabion Johnson is very calm, right? He's got that look on his face like he doesn't care too much. Clark's just got a stoic, serious face. Nice right hands out of Clark.
Now, in person, outside of fighting, their mannerisms are a lot alike. Both very seem humble, both seem very nice.
Right. Yeah.
Both very humble, very nice.
Quiet killers.
Yeah, exactly. Quiet killers.
Clark's got him on the cage right there. Outside trip right there takes him down. This is where Clark can smother you and kind of grind away. Try to kind of put that pressure on you and just see, how big your gas tank is.
Bring him off the face! Bring him off the face! Bring him off the face, Fabian!
And Stith with the advantage, just right by his corner.
Yeah. Well, Clark's got good top pressure. He always has. He looks like he's trying to set up the head and arm choke. But Fabian's doing a good job of just throwing a couple strikes right there. Normally I don't like that, but it does. They weren't soft.
These are both pretty big boys, I'm sure. Not a lot of things can be thrown soft.
Well, they're both physically
Imposing?
Yes, I was going to say scary, but I don't know. But right here, what I like about Clark, if you look at Clark, he's got a nice lock secured. Nothing's really in danger, though, until he jumps sides. Right?
No,
but Fabian's doing a good job of blocking all this, and now Clark's going to step over right now. He's got the head and arm choke. That is tight right now. That is tight. If he squeezes, this fight's over. Just stay right there, Clark, and this fight's over. He's out. He's out. Clark Stith, put him out. Put him to sleep. Oh, my goodness.
2 finishes, NFA 20.
Wow.
Clark Stith. And look at that, UFC veteran, or current UFC contender, Sean Woodson.
Top rank Sean Woodson goes in there. Clark, great victory by Clark Stith.
Huge victory.
Wow.
That's right. And still. Lance Seclue, matchmaker, anything surprised? Did you feel like maybe it would be a little more competitive?
To a point, yeah. Watching some of the video, Clark has had better competition. I'll put it that way. But I thought they both were equally, on video they both looked good. But again, if I had to break it down, Clark looked like he had more stiff competition in the past.
Makes sense. Adam Sella, you fought in UFC, you fought in Bellator. What's the difference at this level? Can you flag a guy that can make it to that next level? To me, I don't want to jump the gun. Clark Stith seems like someone who could eventually get to a higher level.
Yeah, obviously. I think both these guys do, right? Fabion Johnson did not look bad.
No, not at all.
Right? He just made a couple mistakes. Clark's got a little bit better top pressure, I guess, right there. Both these guys go back to the drawing board. They'll be, back in action. Nobody's hurt. It wasn't like a slugfest or nothing really crazy.
Right.
But, yeah, Clark definitely has a very high roof on him at the moment. So we'll see. And still, folks.
Crowd that's still here.
Clark Stith. Brad Carey over here looking like John Travolta with his shirt unbuttoned. Tried to come over and put the belt on Clark. As was a good test, good fight, good win.
Absolutely. And if you're tuned in on the Instagram Live, let us know where you're watching from. Let's hear that. What are we saying, Adam? Oh, and Adam Sella.
My bad.
Adam Sella has a problem with the table.
Sorry.
I think I'm too close to you.
Well, kind of, yes. Thank you. No, I want to see Clark fighting it. Now, how easy is that going to be to get? Like, here's what I would do. I would go fight out of town, right? And the reason I say that is because you could probably get a fight.
Yeah.
You're going to probably pay your way to get over there. Amateurs don't get paid, so it's going to be really, we're doing it because we love it type deal.
Yeah.
So
Fabion just did that, so now maybe Clark has to do the same thing.
Do the same. Congratulations to Jordan Dowdy. He's usually over here with us. Clark Stith, tell him to come over here. Tell him to come here. We got an Instagram Live. Who wants? Congratulations to Jordan Dowdy. He's usually over here with us. Clark Stith, tell him to come over here. Tell him to come here. We got an Instagram Live. Who wants to talk to Clark? It's about to be main event. Real quick,
here I am with Clark Stith. We're live, brother. So Clark just went off a big win right there. How do you feel?
Feel good. Yeah, feel good.
All right, so since Clark is full of all the words, so this is what I meant by Clark is a very quiet guy. But when he gets in the cage, you see what he does. Actions speak louder than words. So 6-0 versus 4-0, now you're 5-0, still champion. I said I think you should try to get a fight out of town next, right? Go out of town, get out of your comfort zone, see when your back's against the wall, see what happens. What do you think?
I totally agree. It's just a matter of the usual hard part, finding a fight.
We'll get you a fight, buddy. Clark Stith, guys, back champion still, and still.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time, brother.